Have you ever found yourself lying awake in the quiet of the night, staring at the ceiling, just waiting for that undeniable urge to get up and make yet another trip to the bathroom? Perhaps you finally drift off, only to be jolted awake an hour or two later by the same persistent feeling. It's a frustrating cycle, isn't it? One that leaves you feeling groggy, tired, and not quite yourself the next day. You're not alone in this experience. Many wonderful people like you, especially after turning 70, find their nights are increasingly interrupted by frequent bathroom visits, sometimes more than twice, making a truly restful sleep feel like an impossible dream. This broken sleep doesn't just make you tired. It can affect your mood, your energy levels, and even your overall well-being. But what if I told you that this doesn't have to be your nightly reality? What if there were simple, daily habits, not difficult changes, that could help you reclaim your nights and enjoy the deep, uninterrupted sleep you deserve? In this video, we're going to explore 7 practical, gentle habits you can incorporate into your daily routine that can make a remarkable difference in reducing those nighttime trips to the bathroom and helping you sleep soundly through the night. Stay with me, because watching this right to the very end will reveal something truly surprising that could change your nights forever. So, let's dive right into the first habit, a cornerstone for better sleep and fewer nighttime interruptions: carefully managing when you take in fluids. It sounds simple, doesn't it? But the timing of your sips and gulps throughout the day and evening can have a profound impact on how often your bladder signals you to wake up at night. Think about it. Your kidneys are constantly filtering fluids, and if you're drinking a lot right before bed, your body will naturally produce more urine while you're trying to sleep. The key here isn't to dehydrate yourself, that would be counterproductive and unhealthy, but rather to shift the bulk of your fluid intake to earlier in the day. Aim to drink most of your water, herbal teas, or other beverages between waking up and, say, early evening. For many people, a good rule of thumb is to try and cut back significantly on fluids, especially plain water, about 2 to 3 hours before your usual bedtime. This gives your body ample time to process the liquids and for your bladder to empty itself before you even lie down. Now, I know what you might be thinking. What if I get thirsty in the evening? It's perfectly fine to have a small sip or two of water if your mouth feels dry, but try to avoid large glasses or continuous drinking as you wind down for the night. Another important part of this habit is being mindful of certain beverages that can act as diuretics, meaning they encourage your body to produce more urine. Common culprits include caffeinated drinks like coffee, tea, and some sodas, as well as alcoholic beverages. While a small cup of decaf tea earlier in the evening might be fine for some, it's generally wise to avoid these types of drinks in the hours leading up to bedtime. Caffeine can not only keep you awake, but also stimulate your bladder, while alcohol, though it might initially make you feel drowsy, actually disrupts your sleep cycle and encourages your kidneys to work overtime. By simply adjusting the schedule of your fluid intake, focusing on hydrating well during the day, and gently tapering off liquids as evening approaches, you're giving your bladder a much-needed break when it matters most. Setting the stage for a more peaceful night. This isn't about restriction. It's about smart timing for a better night's rest. Now that we've talked about getting smarter with our sips, let's turn our attention to what's on your dinner plate. Because managing your evening meal is just as crucial, our second vital habit for fewer nighttime bathroom trips involves what you eat and when. Specifically, your evening meal. Just as with fluids, the type and timing of your dinner can play a significant role in how your bladder behaves during the night. Have you ever noticed that after a particularly heavy or spicy meal, you feel more restless, or even wake up more frequently? There's a good reason for that. Certain foods can irritate the bladder, making it more active, while very large meals, especially those high in fat or protein, take longer to digest, potentially keeping your digestive system working hard when it should be winding down, which can indirectly affect your sleep quality and bladder function. The goal here isn't to go to bed hungry, but rather to opt for a lighter, earlier dinner. Aim to finish your evening meal at least 3 to 4 hours before you plan to go to sleep. This gives your body plenty of time to digest the food and for any extra fluids from your meal to be processed before you lie down. Think of it as giving your digestive system a head start on its nightly rest. When it comes to the types of food, try to be mindful of things that are known bladder irritants for some people. This can include highly acidic foods like citrus fruits and tomatoes, very spicy dishes that contain a lot of chili or hot peppers, and even chocolate. Everyone is a little different. So, it's worth paying attention to how these foods affect you personally. Perhaps keeping a simple food diary for a week, noting what you ate for dinner and how your sleep was, could reveal some surprising patterns unique to your body. Instead of these potential irritants, consider lighter, easily digestible options for dinner. Think about lean proteins like baked fish or chicken, paired with steamed vegetables and a small portion of whole grains like quinoa or brown rice. Soups, especially those with clear broths and lots of vegetables, can also be a wonderful, light evening meal as long as they aren't overly salty, which can cause fluid retention. Salty foods, by the way, are another thing to watch out for in the evening, as they can make you thirstier and lead to more fluid intake later on. Remember, your body is preparing for rest at night, and a heavy, complex, or irritating meal works against that natural winding down process by shifting to earlier, lighter, and more bladder-friendly dinners. You're not just helping your sleep, but also easing the burden on your digestive and urinary systems, paving the way for more peaceful, uninterrupted nights. This gentle adjustment to your eating habits can truly make a world of difference. Next, we'll consider how a simple, well-timed stroll can further support your nighttime rest. Now that we've covered the crucial timing of fluids and the thoughtful choices for your evening meal, let's explore a third habit that might surprise you with its gentle effectiveness: the power of a gentle evening walk. You might think that exercise is best done earlier in the day, and for vigorous activity. That's often true. However, a short, gentle stroll after an early dinner, perhaps around an hour or two before you start your wind-down routine for bed, can offer multiple benefits that contribute to fewer nighttime bathroom trips and better overall sleep. Firstly, light physical activity like walking helps improve your circulation. Throughout the day, especially if you spend a lot of time sitting or standing, fluid can naturally accumulate in your lower legs and ankles due to gravity when you lie down at night. This fluid gets reabsorbed into your bloodstream and processed by your kidneys, leading to increased urine production and the need to get up. A gentle walk, even just for 15 to 20 minutes, helps your muscles gently pump some of that accumulated fluid back into circulation earlier in the evening, giving your kidneys a chance to process it before you're trying to sleep. This means less fluid overload for your bladder to handle during the night. Secondly, a post-dinner walk aids digestion. Moving your body gently helps your digestive system process your meal more efficiently. As we discussed, a smooth digestive process is key to preventing discomfort or overactivity in your system that could indirectly lead to sleep disturbances or bladder irritation. A well-digested meal means less internal work for your body to do overnight, allowing it to focus on rest and repair. Finally, there's the mental benefit. A gentle walk can be incredibly calming. It provides a peaceful transition from the activities of the day to the quietude of the evening. It helps clear your mind, reduce stress, and signal to your body that it's time to begin winding down, which is essential for initiating good quality sleep. The key here is gentle and early evening. We're not talking about a brisk power walk or a late-night jog. A leisurely stroll around the block, a potter in the garden, or even just walking from one end of your home to the other for a few minutes can be sufficient. The aim is to get your body moving just enough to support circulation and digestion without raising your heart rate too much or stimulating you right before bed. Make this a pleasant ritual, perhaps enjoying the fading light or the quiet of your neighborhood. This simple addition to your routine can significantly contribute to better fluid management and a more serene path to sleep. Moving on to our fourth habit, which complements the previous ones beautifully. Let's talk about incorporating bladder-friendly foods into your daytime diet. While we want to be cautious about certain foods in the evening, throughout the day, there are specific foods that can actively support bladder health and potentially help reduce inflammation or irritation, indirectly leading to fewer nighttime disturbances. One classic example that often comes to mind is cranberries. Now, I'm not talking about sugary cranberry juice, which often contains added sugars that can be counterproductive. Instead, consider unsweetened cranberry juice in moderation. Or even better, whole, fresh cranberries if you can find them. Perhaps added to a smoothie or oatmeal. Cranberries contain compounds that are believed to help prevent bacteria from adhering to the bladder wall, supporting overall urinary tract health. Another category to focus on is water-rich vegetables and fruits consumed earlier in the day. Think about cucumber, celery, asparagus, and melons like cantaloupe and watermelon. These foods contribute to your overall hydration in a gentle way and are naturally diuretic without being irritating. They help flush your system during the active hours of your day, rather than burdening your bladder at night. Eating a varied diet rich in whole, unprocessed foods, with plenty of vegetables and fruits, supports your entire body's system, including your urinary tract. It's about nourishing your body to function optimally. Foods high in fiber, like whole grains, legumes, and most vegetables, can also be beneficial indirectly. A healthy digestive system, with regular bowel movements, reduces pressure on the bladder. Constipation can actually put extra pressure on the bladder, leading to more frequent urges. So, ensuring you're getting enough fiber during the day can be another quiet ally in your quest for uninterrupted sleep. Remember, this isn't about extreme dietary changes, but rather conscious choices to include more of these supportive foods earlier in the day. It's about building a foundation of wellness that benefits every part of you, including your bladder. Our fifth powerful habit is quite simple, yet often overlooked, and it directly addresses that fluid redistribution we talked about, elevating your legs. This isn't just for relaxation. It's a strategic move to help your body manage fluids more effectively, especially if you experience swelling in your ankles or feet during the day. As we discussed, gravity plays a big role in fluid pooling in your lower extremities when you're upright. When you finally lie down flat in bed, that fluid starts to shift back into your bloodstream, and your kidneys get busy processing it into urine, often leading to those inconvenient middle-of-the-night bathroom visits. To counteract this, try elevating your legs for about 30 minutes to an hour in the late afternoon or early evening. A few hours before you plan to go to bed. You can do this by lying on a sofa with your feet propped up on pillows, or even just lying on your back on the floor with your legs resting up against a wall. The idea is to get your feet and lower legs higher than your heart. This gentle elevation encourages that fluid to start moving back into your circulation. Before you go to bed, it gives your kidneys a chance to filter out the excess fluid and produce urine earlier in the evening, rather than while you're trying to catch some Z's. Think of it as a preemptive strike against nocturnal bathroom trips. This simple practice can make a remarkable difference for many people, especially those who notice their ankles swelling by the end of the day. It's a very low-effort habit that yields significant results by helping your body manage its fluid balance more effectively during your waking hours. It's not about dehydrating yourself. It's about optimizing your body's natural processes to work in your favor for a truly restful night. So, make a point of finding a comfortable spot to put your feet up and relax for a while each evening. It's a small change with a potentially big payoff for your sleep quality. Next up, we'll talk about a crucial mineral that could be silently influencing your sleep. Moving on to our sixth habit, let's turn our attention to a vital mineral that often doesn't get enough credit for its role in our overall well-being, especially as we age: magnesium. This powerful mineral is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in the body, and its impact on sleep and bladder function is quite significant. Many people, particularly those over 60, may have insufficient levels of magnesium, which can contribute to restless sleep, muscle cramps, and even bladder irritability. Magnesium plays a key role in relaxing muscles, and this includes the smooth muscles of your bladder. When your bladder muscles are overly tense or spastic, it can lead to a feeling of urgency and more frequent urges to urinate, even when the bladder isn't full. By helping these muscles relax, magnesium can contribute to a more stable bladder, potentially reducing those nagging urges that wake you up at night. Beyond its direct effect on bladder muscles, magnesium is also crucial for promoting deep, restorative sleep. It helps regulate neurotransmitters that are directly involved in sleep, like gamma-aminobutyric acid, or GABA. which promotes relaxation. It also aids in the production of melatonin, the sleep hormone. When your body is properly relaxed and your sleep cycle is well supported, you're more likely to experience longer periods of uninterrupted sleep, which means fewer awakenings for any reason, including bladder signals. Now, how do you incorporate more magnesium into your routine? You can find magnesium naturally in many delicious foods. Think dark leafy greens like spinach and kale, nuts and seeds such as almonds, cashews, pumpkin seeds, and chia seeds, legumes like black beans and lentils, and even dark chocolate. Incorporating a handful of almonds as an afternoon snack or adding spinach to your dinner can be wonderful ways to boost your magnesium intake. If you find it challenging to get enough through diet alone, or if you suspect you might be deficient, a magnesium supplement taken in the evening can be considered. However, it's always a good idea to chat with your doctor before starting any new supplement, as they can advise on the right form and dosage for your specific needs, especially if you have other health conditions or are taking medications. Prioritizing foods rich in magnesium or discussing supplementation with your healthcare provider is a gentle yet powerful way to support both bladder health and deeper sleep. Finally, we arrive at our seventh and perhaps most fundamental habit for better sleep and fewer nighttime bathroom visits: establishing a consistent sleep schedule. While all the other habits we've discussed are crucial, they truly shine when built upon the foundation of a regular rhythm for your body. Think of your body as having an internal clock, known as your circadian rhythm, which governs everything from your energy levels to your sleep-wake cycle. And yes, even the timing of your urine production. When you go to bed and wake up at roughly the same time every day, including weekends, you help to regulate this internal clock. A consistent schedule trains your body and mind when to expect sleep and when to be awake, which in turn helps to synchronize all your bodily functions, including when your kidneys are most active in producing urine. An erratic sleep schedule, on the other hand, can throw your circadian rhythm out of whack if you go to bed at wildly different times or sleep insignificantly on some days. Your body struggles to anticipate when it should be winding down and preparing for rest. This inconsistency can lead to less efficient sleep, fragmented sleep, and potentially more nighttime awakenings for various reasons, including the need to use the bathroom. To implement this habit, start by choosing a realistic bedtime and wake-up time that you can stick to most days. For example, if you aim to be in bed by 10 p.m. and wake up around 6:30 a.m., try to adhere to that as closely as possible. It's not about being rigid to the minute, but about creating a general framework that your body can learn to anticipate. Pair this consistent schedule with a calming pre-bed routine. This could involve dimming the lights an hour before bed, reading a book, listening to soothing music, or taking a warm bath. Avoid stimulating activities like watching intense TV or scrolling on your phone right before bed, as the blue light from screens can suppress melatonin production and keep you awake. By consistently going to bed and waking up at the same time, you are teaching your body to expect rest and optimize its processes for a full night's sleep. This allows your bladder to naturally fall into a more predictable pattern, ideally reducing the need for those disruptive nighttime trips. It's a powerful, self-reinforcing habit that truly supports all your other efforts towards restful nights. So, there you have it. 7 remarkably simple yet powerful daily habits that can truly transform your nights and help you get the deep, uninterrupted sleep you deserve. Even after 70, we've talked about smart timing for your fluids, eating lighter, earlier dinners, and how a gentle evening walk can make a difference. We've explored the benefits of bladder-friendly foods during the day and the strategic act of elevating your legs in the evening. And finally, we discussed the crucial roles of magnesium and a consistent sleep schedule. Remember, these aren't radical changes, but gentle shifts in your daily rhythm, each one building on the next to support your body's natural inclination towards rest. Small adjustments can lead to truly significant improvements in your quality of life. Don't feel like you have to implement all 7 overnight. Pick 1 or 2 that resonate most with you. Start there, and gradually add more as they become comfortable and routine. Your body is incredibly adaptable, and with a little consistent effort, you can absolutely regain control over your sleep and those nighttime trips. Imagine waking up feeling refreshed, energized, and ready to embrace the day, instead of feeling like you've been on a nocturnal marathon. That feeling is within your reach. We'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these habits before? Or perhaps you have other tips that have worked wonders for you. Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your wisdom could help countless others in our community. If you found this video helpful and uplifting, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more practical advice and inspiring content designed to help you thrive at every age. Thank you for joining me today. Keep nurturing yourself, embrace these gentle changes, and truly live your best life at every age.